Alright, in this video, I want to talk about lost experiences or experiences that maybe never could have happened for me. Or maybe could have happened but didn't happen, or maybe will happen but probably won't. Anyway, so I was just watching this video on YouTube. Hold on, there's a loud motorcycle going by the window. Yeah, that would be cool to have a motorcycle. Anyway, I was just watching this video on YouTube. It was just like an animated music video. It had a picture of a young woman. Her hair was flowing, facing I think 6 ships, 6 of them, like pirate ships. And the title of the video was "Fight for the One You Love." And I was just thinking, I'm never gonna be like as young as that again. Like I'm never gonna be in my early 20s again, looking at a girl that way. Like knowing that she's the one or whatever, and fighting to be with her. I'm never gonna be in that situation either, where I'm this pirate or I'm this naval fighter, and my job is to rescue her or to get her in through battle or whatever. Like I'm never gonna be those things. I'm never gonna experience those emotions ever again. And I fell in love with a girl once, and that pretty much made me like attempt suicide years ago. And it was just, I don't know, I'm never gonna, it just gets me that I'm never gonna feel those things again. And if I do, it would surprise me a lot. Just because I know how women are nowadays. And not just that, but the first time is the best time or whatever. You know, you fall in love once, and if you fall in love again, it's almost like you're being disingenuous. So it just doesn't happen very often. But I was just thinking about that. I'm 30 years old, and I'm never going to experience those things again. I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to find love again, probably. And yeah, it's just brutal. It's a brutal black pill to take. The love pill, I guess. The love pill. You can only take the love pill once. And then after that, I should say the true love pill. You can only take it once, and then the black pill hits. And then you have to take the black pill. And it's over from there. I'm never gonna experience that again. It's just such a bummer. It's not just a bummer though. It's like, it's just I'm watching this video on YouTube of what could never be, and it's just this beautiful, iconic almost scenery with a woman waiting for you. And my only hope is that AI brings back like some kind of alternate dimension experience through simulation or something, where I can go with my mind and experience something like that, if that's even possible, which it might be. And you can tell me to like lift and like find a girlfriend all day and like find work, which I'm doing. I'm doing all those things. but it's never gonna be like it's meant to happen. So it's always gonna seem forced, you know, like I had to go to the gym and lift the damn weight, and I had to get jacked before I could meet this girl, and before I was acceptable enough to this girl, and I had to get the job first before she would say hi to me, and that's all good and fine, I guess. I don't really mind that, but being so consciously aware of it is something I think men weren't supposed to be. That's what it seems like, at least. Like we're not supposed to know that our status makes us more attractive. Like, we're not supposed to consciously know that. We're just supposed to find status somehow, and then women like us, and end of story. Like, I don't know if we're really supposed to know any more than that. Like, maybe we are. Maybe eventually it becomes obvious if you're an older man, because your looks have faded, and of course you have to look and wonder why any younger woman would want you. And the obvious answer might be gold or money or whatever you have at your disposal. But younger men, my age or younger, I don't think we're really supposed to know that. We're supposed to be going out with our good looks and finding women to date just naturally without having to get in shape or do anything but like that, because we're already supposed to be in shape and just sort of find women on our own or through groups or whatever. But it just doesn't seem like we were supposed to be not we, but it doesn't seem like I was supposed to be this self-aware. But I guess I am, so yeah. A side note, I have less than 2% Neanderthal DNA. So I have almost 2% Neanderthal DNA, which is a little bit above average, which didn't surprise me. I looked at my face and I'm like, yeah, I look like a Neanderthal, but not really. Yeah, you know, I don't look like hardcore like a Neanderthal. but I definitely got that gorilla face, you know what I mean? Anyway, that just is a side note. Whatever, I don't even really care. But yeah, it's just brutal. I was just watching that scene on YouTube from that music video, and it's just this beautiful woman out looking at the ocean, and the ships in the bay, and presumably you're on one of those ships and you're supposed to go get her. Or something like that. Who knows? But, or you're supposed to fight those ships for her. Who knows? And I just, it struck me that I would never be there to do that ever. And I think that's just tragic. And the best I could hope for is to just get in shape, get a job, and hope to settle down with a decent-looking woman who hasn't been fucked too much, even though almost all of them have been fucked too much. But I think if I can find a girl if I can find a woman who is 19 years old, I think then I could have a decent chance at having a decent marriage, maybe for a little while. I have welfare right now, so I can't really do much except for find a job that is part-time, and then I can just go from there and maybe do full-time eventually. But that's too far into the future for me to really predict. Anyway, so pretty soon I'm gonna have a job, and I'll have welfare. And that's my reality, but it's not this fantastic reality where it's like you have one true love and you have to go out and get her. Well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do have one true love out there, and I just gave up a long time ago, and now I shouldn't give up. maybe I'm just wrong about that. Maybe because there's not anything flashy right in front of my eyes at the present moment. Maybe that doesn't mean anything. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I have one out there for me. And that might sound like a one-nightus type thing where you get stuck in a one-nightus, but I don't tend to do that anymore because I'm just so disillusioned with women. But I think to an extent, when you get into a relationship with a woman, you have to have some kind of one-nightus for her because technically you're picking her as the one to be with. So it's kind of in the word one-itis, but maybe it's not an itis or whatever. It's like one. She's like the one for now at least. So, or maybe she is the one, but you're gonna break up and be apart from her for a while, and then maybe you'll go back with her later. Who knows? I don't know. You might say that's kind of like cuckold behavior, but I think it depends. I don't know. I think I thought I had one love to begin with, just because I dated this girl for so long, like 10 years ago. But I don't know, and it wasn't exactly one-itis. It was definitely one-itis eventually, because she didn't care about me, and she still doesn't care about me, and she's kind of a mean person sometimes. But she's also very, like, I don't know, she's very self-centered. But anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. But yeah, it just struck me that I'll never be in that situation, no matter what I do. Unless an AI creates a simulation for me that I can just step into and experience that. But even then, it wouldn't be real. It would seem real, though. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But like I said, maybe there is one out there for me. I don't know. I know I get enough attention from women in real life. Not from every woman. Like, not every woman's interested in me, but I can tell when they are. And I get enough attention, even though I'm fat. I just can't fall in love with most of them. And it's not like it happens that often, you know, like it's not like I get that much attention from women. I definitely get attention though. So that's more than what most guys get. That goes with having an 8 out of 10 face. And my hair is pretty nice right now. I got pretty nice hair. Even though I'm balded, so it doesn't matter that much because it hasn't gotten bad enough where you can tell as much yet. Well, you definitely will, but in the next 10 years, you'll be able to tell that I'm definitely losing some hair. But I think I'm going to keep my hair until I'm like 50. I don't know. My dad still has his hair, and he's 57. My hair seems to be doing a similar sort of pattern or whatever. Plus, I just got on this balding shampoo like 2 months ago, so like maybe my hair will grow back. I've been using it every other day. Anyway, yeah. How did this devolve into looks maxing talk? I guess ideally in those scenarios where the woman just falls for you and you fall in love and then you have to fight for her, you're good looking because you have to be good looking for that to happen. And I'm not so worried about that. Like, I could do that as myself. I'm just stuck in modern society, and there's no place to do that. Well, there might be a place to do that, but nowhere near where I am. Maybe I gotta start living again, but it just seems like, I don't know. Like, where I live, we have like a police state and a bunch of farms, and that's about it. Like you can't really go on an adventure. You can't even go hitchhiking. You get pulled over by the cops and they'll take you to the hospital because they think you're crazy. When really you might just want to get somewhere. Anyway. It's brutal. Could be worse, but I was just watching that video, and I was just thinking to myself, I know I've said this like 100 times by now, but it's just never going to happen. But I need it to happen. Like, I need to be on one of those boats. I need to jump off and swim to the girl and rescue her and be in love with her and fuck her and have kids. And then tell the story to my great-grandkids about how I rescued their great-grandmother. And that's how I started the family or whatever. It can't be, I met her on Hinge after she got pumped and dumped by 100 guys. Or 10 guys. And yeah, I was pretty desperate, so I fucked her, and now you're here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think if I find like a 19-year-old girl and someone young who hasn't had like that much sex, I might have a chance. But that's pretty hard to find, so we'll see. I mean, I had sex for the first time when I was 13. So the girl I fell in love with when I was 13 was also 13. So she lost her virginity very young too. So I don't know. Don't blame me for that. It's just kind of what happened. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I hope it gives you something to think about. See ya.